To use the cutout filter in Photoshop, go to Filter and then down to Filter Gallery. With that selected, then go to Artistic and then Cutout. At this point, you'll see the effect. I've got 6 here for number of levels. If I increase it to 8, you can see some slight variation where it adds a few more colours into this. But you can also go the other way. So this wonderful tool, this wonderful filter, creates amazing sort of poster-like effects super quick in Photoshop. And with number of levels down to 2, and that is the lowest, you can go between 2 and 8. You get this very, very reduced image. So click OK. And you can see the result. Definitely a lovely printed poster effect very quickly. But you can undo that. So undo Filter Gallery, then go to Filter, and then down Filter Gallery again. And you can see you've got other settings as well. Edge Simplicity. So if I increase that, and you see as I do that, it reduces it now to a far more abstract design. You can also modify the edge fidelity as well. So you can see, reduce that. So if I push that up to 3, which is the max, you can see the result, push it down to 1, and it's really reduced to a very abstract design. You can still basically make out the image, but you've got this result now where it's solid colours all the way through. Well, what you can do, filter, and go to Filter Gallery, and you can also add multiple filters within the same filter. So you've got this one. You can go down the bottom and you can click plus. So let's just increase the number of levels so you can see the effect like that. So you can move this around. You've also got the option to resize it here. It doesn't resize the actual image itself. So with this setting of 6, 9 and 1, I've got this sort of result. And again, I could just click OK. But also I can go down here and click plus, and that will duplicate that cutout effect. You can see it's got the same settings as before, but now it's even more abstract. But I might think, well, I don't want just the cutout. I can also combine it. So instead of this one selected, I can go for poster edges. So that will add a poster edge effect to that cutout effect. So you can, within the same filter, the filter gallery, you can create all kinds of variations of that cutout effect. Undo that. Also what you can do is with the filter gallery, you can repeat it multiple times. Simply just go filter gallery like that to create truly abstract designs. Also, you can always apply the filter gallery like that and then go to edit, and you can fade it as well. So fading, you can turn around and say, I want it only 50% opacity. So fade filter gallery. So you can reduce it down. So you can see then more of the original. Maybe put it down to 50, 38 and so on. So you can see more and more of that original image. But also you can push the opacity up to 100 and also go for, say, darken instead to create lovely combinations of the image as well as the cutout effect. And then go to colour burn and so on and click OK. Create, again, very unusual designs using this approach. But also what you can do with this image, you can also use it for selections using the cutout filter. So filter, and then go down to filter gallery. Again, use the cutout. Now I'm going to remove the poster edge. If you want to remove any of the effects within the filter gallery, just go down here to the trash can there, delete effect layer. Got this. Well, once you've got that, click OK. You can now fill these areas. So you decide, oh, you know what, I want, say this is to be a gradient or something like that. Go up here, magic wand, select that. Now I've got 3x3 average and tolerance of 5, and I can click here. So that area is selected. It's a lovely solid area. Now I can change the color. So I can decide, you know what, image, adjustments, and maybe go for vibrance, but hue and saturation, go with that, and then just tweak that. So you might get a lovely green or turquoise effect. Click OK. That's one option. Also another option is you can go and apply a gradient. So go to the gradient tool, using classic gradient, and then just apply a very quick gradient to that image. But you can do it with all these other areas as well. Simply select it using the magic wand. So select this area instead. So select there, again, go to the gradient tool, and then create that to create a very abstract gradient design with your original image. But But also you can use these selected areas. So let's just go here. So with this selected area, I can then go to edit and copy and edit and paste. So I can raise it off from this original image. And of course I can always just remove it. So you can basically still make out the image there, but that's the certain part of it. But also with this selected, just go down the bottom, click effects and go to bevel and emboss. And then with bevel and emboss, change the depth and size, and of course other effects as well. Drop shadow is another option, and then click OK. So you can see you can build up quite a complex design from this cutout image in Photoshop. Well, I hope you found this of interest. Any questions about the cutout filter, please let me know in the comments below. Do you use this filter? Will you never use this filter? Do you think this filter has no use whatsoever? What sort of uses also would you have with this filter? Also, please subscribe to the channel. Always adding new tutorials all the time about Photoshop, etc. A like or dislike, always appreciated. Bye.